Happy birthday, Tommy. I'm Milton, son of a carpenter. Daddy carpenter worked on skyscrapers. Mom Marianne. I'm the son of a carpenter. I get to make parables. This is my Tommy parable series about Tommy, the no-arm Chinese fella, how he lose both arms, being blindly obedient. His boss, Wu, walked him over to a wood chipper. Chips the limbs up on the streets after you cut them down over the power lines. Feed the limbs into a wood chipper, and the wood chipper throws it in the back of a truck, and the truck drives it off. Tommy has always been blindly obedient, so when Wu told him to stick that right arm into the wood chipper, he blindly obeyed him. And Lefty, the left arm, saw that right arm going into the wood chipper, realized their agreement, righty and lefty's agreement with the body Tommy had been broken. Righty wrote it up himself. They tote stuff, they zip up, they button up, they wave, they hitchhike, they give others the finger, and they do the nasty stuff. They wipe butts. They pick noses, and Tommy was a professional nose picker before he lost both of his arms. I told you he was Chinese. Now Tommy missing both arms. Lefty jumped off, righty got chipped up. Tommy has to rely upon the kindness of strangers to pick his nose. Wipe his butt too. And I bet you can guess strangers aren't always kind. Tommy got a promotion out of that. The Oriental streets, the Chinese unseen business, they love brown nosers. They love blind obedience, so Tommy got that raise. He got that big office. He's bossing a whole lot of folks around. And he also won his girlfriend's heart. He snaked his way into her heart at the snake pit. He's always been scaly. He always talks with a hoarse lisp. He likes to stick his tongue out a lot. And now that he's missing both arms, he does a very mean snake dance. And won her heart at the Snake Pit, popular dance club here in LA somewhere. Don't know if it's the name or the nickname. I don't know. You have to check on that. This particular parable in this Tommy parable series starts with Tommy assembling all his workers at his office there, and he says to them, we have to go to the Wall House and make a delivery for them. We have to pick up some pod people. If you know our street fiction, our fun streets, unseen business stuff, the pod people are just manufactured. When you see a whole lot of folks who are obviously different, some being like a half foot shorter, half foot taller, 50 pounds heavier, 50 pounds lighter, but they've all got those very distinctive eyebrows or ears or something. It's gene pool work, yeah. And the Wall House, kind of like a warehouse, except for the Great Wall of Evil. Doing such stuff, some street unseen business involving gene pools of folks, involving staged events, anything you don't see on the news, but you might perhaps see around you, where you live, where you work. That's the streets. It doesn't make it into the books, the songs, the TV shows, the movies. Oh, I'm watching a Face Off on Netflix. So it's a street reference kind of thing, When Oriental folks, they say they lose face. Yeah, they mean literally lose face. They take their face off, and they got to be somebody else. They're not smart enough to do anything other than be that puppet, be that pod person. Sometimes it's not, growing in a actual pod. Sometimes it is, you just do that face thing. Play along with our Fun Street Fiction. Pick up your phone. You don't have to worry about making it to the evening news, guys. Unless, of course, it's supposed to be there, and it's supposed to be there. You damn sure better be. You damn sure better be making those videos. Oh, I dropped, my pills were up there and I dropped them as I went to get the next laminate sheet. Yeah, I'm waiting on my other laminator, so I'm using this one. And the Chinese, the Great Wall of Evil is doing their work with it. They hate beauty. I put it in perfectly square and it slips over to the side. And it's just bizarre. Tommy's got them all there. He says, we're going to take, 2 big vans. They've got a whole lot of pod people to drop off. He doesn't know anything other than he's supposed to make the delivery. Yeah, it kind of turned out good. Good enough. So they all get in the vans. Yes, somebody's got to open the door for Tommy, no arms. And they are on their way. I showed you this one to play. Oh, I used to work for the Heights Division up in Nebraska when I couldn't find work with my mathematical degree. I had to move up there and doing the same thing with the damn ringer. 4 pleats. They put the cowhides in a big drum. Oh, probably almost as big as this apartment. And they would, I don't know how long it took, 18 hours a day somewhere. How many days, I don't know, but all I know is that they'd wash all the hides off and all the hairs off, and they come out looking blue. And then I had to run it with somebody else through a ringer, and yeah, the ringer would malfunction like this stuff does. Okay, Tommy's on the way. He doesn't know he gets to the wall house. But yeah, if you're going to a wall house for whatever reason, remember you can make a video. Not going to end up in the evening news. Unless it's supposed to be there. And if it's supposed to be there, you damn sure better be making those videos. Now, let me put the next one in. Switch my image. I showed you this already, didn't I? I'm a handsome bald guy. I have trouble doing 2 things at once. Unless they're hot blondes. I know I made one. Here it is. It's got the top neck. Before I got the process fixed, so the top isn't there. See, it's the whole thing with the back. The little line there, but it's a nice little line. So, if part of the photo doesn't appear, it can be your photo printer. Those who print your photos for you. That's why I always have a large, I guess about 1/4 inch, a gap around my, at least now, a few of those old ones are probably the same way. But you don't get much cropped off. It'd be like this. Oh, I got to take that one off. Tommy goes over there and he talks to Wang. And Wang makes sure he's got permission to go into the pod center. And it looks very, very familiar to Tommy. He doesn't know why. Oh yeah, that's one of those things. the more folks might be missing, the more there are of them. Because yeah, get this one. That's my meme lord, Constantine. Bang. Because yeah, if they're missing an arm, and it doesn't matter if they're half foot short, as long as they got those eyebrows and that missing arm. I swear, that's bizarre as hell. I made incredibly sure it was going in right, and it was going in right. It's the devil's people. At least this is just, like my fun, a bang, the recruiter for Hell on Earth. Constantine, a really big guy, ground shakes when he walks. But when this thing originally broke, it was, like 9/11. I think the World Trade Center, the flag of 9/11 image for the Wave of Truth, maybe 2014, Memorial Day 2014. And it just tore it up. It wrapped around that thing in there. No reason to do that other than micro machinery play. Believe what you want. I always tell you where my fixing is. Pick up that phone, try to call me, 424-229-4140. Make a video of whatever you get when you don't get me. Post it. Not one Flight 93 checking 9 years of asking. No certified mail, no non-certified mail. 4260 Eagle Rock Boulevard, apartment 409, Los Angeles, California, 90065. Make that video, post that video of your phone. It takes just 5 minutes to make the phone with whoever's in the room there with you. You got the timestamp on your phone, you got the number dialed. When it doesn't match up with our call logs, our call records, yeah, we got phone game. Not one Flight 93 checking 9 years of asking, guys. Make that video. See that phone he makes a video of is every child in America's lifeline to the firemen, the police, the paramedics. Make a video of it not working. All soldiers of the military bases phones, of each other's phones, firemen of the fire station's phone, policemen of the police station's phone. You can't reach me right now. You have no idea how many in your neighborhoods, your cities, can't reach you or can't reach you in a timely fashion. So make that video. You got the timestamp on your phone, you got the number dialed. We got folks hijacking America's lifelines and worried enough about it to alter phone records to cover it up. I have to do the sugar check. Last time I think I didn't do it. I had to make it into 2 parts. So here's my checker. Here's this. Again. It's not off now. Sounds like industrial strength micro machinery. Altering stuff in some fashion. Let me get my check in real quick. Tommy goes there and the wing opens up a couple of pods. He thought there were a lot more people. That's where I brought the 2 pans. But there's only 2. And it's a surprise to Tommy because it's Jared and Jacob. You remember Tommy rides a unicycle when he can't get a ride from Rhea or Chang is the sister of somebody else at work. He rides that unicycle. It hurts his teeth to drive. That's why he lets Rhea handle the driving. Because he always got to drive with his mouth. Excuse me. But he was huffing and puffing up the hill. He got up to the top on the unicycle, he stopped to rest, and he's got good balance. That's why he rides the unicycle. But he stopped a little while, and he kind of teetered on over and tumbled. Him and the unicycle. Remember, here's that sign. We're checking posting 5. 424-229-4140. Make that video, whatever you get when you don't get me. Yeah, more than likely, it's gonna be boring, a phone ringing, an error message, a busy signal. If you get to leave a message, I don't get it, and you don't show up on the caller ID, my call log, my call record. More than likely, it's gonna be boring. Make a video of it. You got the timestamp on your phone, you got the number dialed, I put my call records. Videos of this phone's call logs on youtube.com/DNFD series. Don't forget the www up front. And no, not one polite 93 chicken, 9 years of asking. Some of you out there, with those sirens, can get those phone records. Check it out. Make the video, post video. It's going to be boring. It's not going to be boring if you need the firemen, police, paramedics. It's also money out of your pocket every day when you're calling countless other folks, other customers, and you can't reach them. You get that boring thing. Phone ringing, error message, busy signal. Oh, remember, all priests, Joe, I forgot to mention you. Tomorrow is Sunday. Tommy was huffing and puffing up. He fell over, tumbled all the way down the hill, bumps, bruises. Jared and Jacob were out knocking on doors, casing neighborhoods. You want to get them to write you off your sales group, those Mormon missionaries, the Latter-day Saints. Especially you guys out there who have the girls, the wives, the girlfriends. Tell you turn off the TV and turn off the lights and 281. Don't say anything. The Mormons are here. We're going to wait till they go. Then you can turn the game back on. Basically, you just open up that door, check and post in 5 in front of them. Not only that, wallpaper your neighborhood with these 5s. The Mormon 5. You can find them in that. At a lot of those sites, ChristComplexLinks.blogspot.com, vote-truth.blogspot.com, Daffodilia, the blogspot, DAFFODILIA, .blogspot.com, and ChristComplex2.wixsite.com. Wixsite.com/Daffodilia. As soon as I finish this, I'm going to put my daily, so that when you hit the heart at that site or the link at Daffodilia, you see what I designed today. Oh, my little yellow millie roses I've been doing the imagery with. Hit the boxes over the right of that heart, and you're going to see 20,000 examples of the Great Wall of Evil, having just me and all of my imagery, like this. So, yeah, you're going to find something you like, download, print it out. And, yeah, remember to wallpaper your neighborhood with those 5s, especially when the Mormons are knocking. Tell everyone, we're going to get them to write us off their sales route. Remember, they were involved in that. I always thought it was bad taste placing someone named Hussein in the highest office in the world, right after we got attacked by a whole lot of angry, violent, deadly Hussein. I always thought that was bad taste. Man didn't even grow up in America, he grew up in Africa. Before moving to Hawaii, then on to Harvard, and then to be placed in the highest office in the world. At that strategic time, right after we got attacked from the outside by a whole lot of angry, violent, deadly Hussein. We all know who he reached out to first thing in office. Oh, I don't play favorites. I don't like the buffoon wrestling guy they got in now. What's his name? Trump. Don't like him. You want real leaders, good leaders? You got to put the spotlight on truth. You got to get the news media covering truth. When something is as easily documentable as you trying to call me, not reach me, not knowing when else your phone's not allowed to work, like when you call other customers or when you need to fire the police, paramedics. You can tell those reporters everything's fake news to me, fella. Compared to my family's lifeline to the firemen, police, paramedics not working and you not covering that. So get their reaction posts, mayors, governors, senators, anyone in the public eye. network news anchors, unknown reporters, get them all. 424-229-4140. Certify that mail if you want. It takes you 5 minutes to make the video of your phone. Being hijacked, do that. Now Tommy, he sees those folks and he knows that they're the ones that picked him up at the bottom of the hill there, and he said that unicycle don't work no more. They picked up the unicycle, kind of all bent out of shape, and he said that unicycle, it don't work no more. They took him home, and they've been preying on him ever since. Preying. When you see those Mormon missionaries preying on your neighbors, ask them, how do you reach Mel? They say open McCall or D McCall, look for the red phone. On a small little red phone on youtube.com/DNFD series, the call logs. Oh, it's 21 minutes. I better hurry. Tommy, there's Mormon missionaries show up. How do they do that? When else will my phone not be allowed to work because of the religious censorship you are taking part in as a church? A fraud of a faith church, but a church. When will my phone not be allowed to work because of what you're doing? And remember that Rich Romney guy was running in that sham election when they placed Hussein in our White House. Now, yeah, place. You can't reach me. You can't reach who knows how many other folks out there who can vote. Telling them to vote for this person or to support this cause or that cause. Yeah, it's placed. Same with the buffoon Trump. We people must be the reporters. Do that. Now, Tommy, he told them what to do. He's teaching them how to deliver pod people and get them started. They put Jared and Jacob in that van, and as they're driving over to, I guess, wherever the Mormon missionaries sleep at night. Yeah, they ship them out all over the world, but wherever they go, they suppose they got a place for them to stay. They take them there, and Tommy, as they're going, Tommy says, when we get there, here's how you start the pod people. Pick up the old pod people. They don't have to do that this time. Apparently somebody else picked them up, turned them in. You don't have to pick up the pod people. In case you're ever wondering why the Mormons, Latter-day Saints, look and sound so much different than everyone else in the world. Yeah, they're pod people. He tells everyone to say, happy birthday, and that wakes up the pod person, and they start their day. I mean, it's kind of like Frosty or something. So they get there, and Leah is real curious about that. She didn't know. They place them in their chairs or something, and Tommy said, okay, we better leave. Last thing he's going to tell them, last thing we do before we go out the door, we yell happy birthday, and that wakes them up. But Leah is curious, and she yells happy birthday. Oh, let me show you my eyes real quick before we hit 25. She yells happy birthday, and the pod people, Jared and Jacob, see, oh, I gotta turn this off. She yells out happy birthday. They wake up and they look right. Oh, brother Tommy, we haven't seen you at the church in a month of Sundays. Remember the pod people? The Mormons, they require that the devil requires that they spend 3 long hours each and every Sunday worshiping him in his lives. That's a good time to call them up, find that window of opportunity, and ask them, what do you know about that? And while you're at it, tell them not to come to your neighborhood. Oh, there we go. Oh, that looks eerie. Kind of a white spot in the center there. That was the eye. That was the black part. But yeah, the brown part slowly disappearing. Stigmata eyes. Growing a new pair, got to grow a whole new body to build Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. Very rough with the muscles. Blue-eyed DNA got to take over for brown-eyed DNA. We all know that from basic biology. That's why I'm in the wheelchair. So yeah, Jared and Jacob, they see Tommy, they start their sales pitch all over again, and he tells his workers just take vans, go home. See you tomorrow, and yeah, he's got to go knock on some doors with the pot people. And yeah, it's not just those folks that have that kind of in our fun street fiction. It's not just those folks who have that kind of pod person look and talk. It can be anybody. So yeah, they need a lot of Tommies because they go through them. They're taking part in holding back the progress of mankind. And the Military Pit Bull Project ends up picking up Tommy, and they put the new one in the shoes. Pick up your phone, make those videos only you can make. One, that's very serious one, of you trying to call me. Now recently, your fun street fiction, your that joke you got to tell perfectly just once, you never have to tell it again. Do that. Come see me. Let's get started building a better world. One funny image, one funny video at a time. One serious image and video. See you tomorrow.